Hopefully it'll work this time. This is the third video I'm trying to make, so, hi. I decided to make an update because I've gotten so many questions about the move and a lot of questions on the Kratom video I did and on the camper update and the Lyme interviews, and I have some saucy little information for you that I'll give you later. So I'm gonna answer all your questions right up front. I'm gonna try to be really quick and precise, and then I'm gonna show you around the camper, and then I'm gonna show you around the property. And the property. So I'm staying on Jeff Santos' property, which he is the owner of Survival Pathways, and his partner Deo is Ogre Forged, and they forge knives. And Jeff also is an artist and a massage therapist and all kinds of stuff, and he's a permaculturist. So we've got all kinds of stuff going on the property. It's 5 acres, and we moved my camper on the property so that I could start doing some events on the property. And of course my battery just popped up that it was low. We're gonna get through this. So I moved onto the property. I'm out of the house. The grant was over. It was a year-long grant that I had received because I was a homeless mother with mental illness. I have manifestations of Lyme disease, and that causes all kinds of stuff to happen. That's part of why I haven't been making any videos, because I have been so busy, and I'm really looking forward to feeling better. And today I did my hair and my makeup, and then I was like, oh, I can't make a video. But I went through all the work, so I had to make one. I wanted to make one. You guys said you would watch, so the plan is to finish the camper while I'm here. I have to sell my Jeep, and oh, that's scary. I can see in my mirror my robe blowing in the wind. It scared me. So the plan is that I'm going to finish the camper, sell my Jeep, because it is not safe to pull the camper. It's strong enough, but it's not heavy enough to keep it from tipping. So I am looking into getting a full-size utility van, which then I could convert, and then it's like I would have a 2-bedroom apartment almost. Like, what? So I'm looking forward to selling the vehicle. I am cleaning it up and all of that stuff now, and then once I get the the van, I'll, fix it up, and then I'll be starting the interviews. I am in need of a camera, because right now I am filming things from my phone or my computer, and I can't carry around my laptop very well. And the phone, it's great, but it doesn't have a very great recording length of time. So if anybody has access to a camera that they would allow me to use while I was getting another one, I would really appreciate that, because there are people in Florida that want to do interviews, and I don't have the camera to do it with. So everything is hinging on getting that camera right now. I am working on manifesting the financial abundance to get one myself, but in the meantime, it would be really nice to have a little bit of help. I'm just going to put that out there to the universe and trust that it'll come. So it still has a little bit of time before I'm on the road doing the interviews. I'm using this time to get sponsorship and to plot out the course. I am ready for your video submissions. So if you would like to be interviewed, it doesn't matter where you are in the country, I am going around. The first season is going to be 10 episodes, and I'll show up at your place of residence. I will film you for 2 days just in the background while I'm watching you with your Lyme, protocol and whatnot. And then the third day will be spent filming an interview with you. And that's your chance to really talk about everything you want people to hear. And then I'll edit it, and it will air on my channel, this channel, the Loving Lyme and you'll have your own hour-long mini documentary about your Lyme experience. And I'm doing this with the goal of creating more of a community within the Lymies. Also, it'll give us a chance to see what is working for people and what isn't working for people. And also, I believe that there's a lot of miscommunication and misunderstanding around Lyme because the authorities are flat out not sharing the correct information. So we're left to make our own decisions. And when that happens, a lot of confusion can come up because we expect the authorities to be honest, and they're not in this case. So I feel like seeing is believing. And if I can show a variety of people who are going through the Lyme experience, seeing what is working and what isn't will help the people outside of politics, the regular, world, to really get a grasp on, like, well, wait a minute, the government is saying this, but I'm seeing this is what's happening. So that's my goal. And I just want to give other people a voice. This is such a lonely experience. It can be. And I just want to offer up a sense of hope, because some of us are really figuring it out and we're doing really, really well. And I want to show everyone what that can look like. And there are some of us that are really, really, really suffering, and we're not getting the care that we need, or our families don't believe what's going on, so we're not getting the support. I want to show all of that. I want to show all of it. So send me your submissions. 10 will be selected, and that's where we're at with that. And then once the 10 are selected, then we'll go on planning. I'm trying to get sponsorship from truck places, camper, all the Tiki, like, I'm calling all over the place. So it'll happen. I just ask you guys to be a little patient with me, because I'm also going through my own health stuff on top of everything. So I'll show you guys what I did to the camper to change it. The interviews, the Kratom. Okay, so when I made my last Kratom video, I was using it at least once a day, but a lot of the times twice a day. And I am very grateful for the medicine. And I'm also very grateful to report that I don't use it every day anymore. I've done enough shifting in my lifestyle, in my consciousness, in my diet, and in all of this stuff that has kind of lowered the pain level. So I am not taking it for pain. There are a few days here and there where I'll take it, especially if I have to do a show or a photo shoot. I usually won't end up taking it to get me through the day, but more often than not, I'm not taking it. But I had an emergency appendix surgery like 2 months ago. Did you guys know that? Yeah, it was fucking crazy. Like, I had no idea what was going on. I got the flu, and then the next day I had a cyst rupture on my one ovary left. And then the next day they told me to come back in for imaging. So I went back in, and they were like, oh, you have acute appendicitis and we have to operate on you right now. And I was like, no, no. I was expecting to flare after the surgery like I had when I had gotten the hysterectomy. Thankfully, I didn't flare really badly. I used Kratom. I did not take any opiates. I did not take a prescription home with me. I did use the hospital's opiates while I was there. But that's only because they don't use Kratom. So if they would have, if that would have been an option, I would have liked to use that, which is why we need to stop the ban on Kratom. It offers a lot of help for the opiate crisis right now. So I really appreciate everybody sending me all of the suggestions on how to take it. I tried a lot of them. Mixing it with room temperature water was like perfect. And then chasing it with something sweet after was perfect. So it still makes me, like, makes my face make that face, that look. But it makes it a lot better to have it like thoroughly mixed in and not still all powdery in your mouth so that you're gagging. Sorry. But anyway, so the other little spicy detail is that it's a little hard for me to talk about. Just because I have so many thoughts and feelings around it. It's a very large part of who I am, and I'm going to make a whole video about it. But I've started to do some online sex work. I have started to be a model at ismygirl.com. My name on there is Gypsy Rose. And I also have an Instagram, Gypsy Rose. It's for the 18 and up crowd. And I'm also going to be joining a camming site. And I have a lot to say about this. I'll say it really quick. I am not ashamed of what I'm doing. I was an exotic dancer. I was a stripper for 9 years, and I loved it. And I had a lot of fun until I didn't have fun. I'll talk more about that on another video. But it's a part of myself, the sensuality that I had shut off after I had kids, and I just kind of shut that side down. I think a lot of women do that when their kids are little. And because I'm in a position where I have not yet qualified for disability, and I am not well enough on a consistent basis to work a regular job, I am making jewelry on the side, and I'm selling stuff on the side. I'm doing whatever odd jobs I can get, but it's not enough, and I'm running low on treatment. Like, I just take vitamins and supplements, and I don't have money for that. I don't have car insurance, so I couldn't be driving around doing the interviews anyway if I wanted to right now. So I've started to do this as kind of a voice for other women like me who might not feel comfortable coming out about it. I think it's pretty sad that that this, I'm grateful that this is there, and it's not my first choice, you know? But there's not enough support for women with children who have chronic illness. So, plus being independent is important to me. So I don't necessarily want to be dependent on government subsidies. I'm just saying that I'm having a hard time manifesting money. So I've started doing these sites, and it's something that I can do from my home. It is empowering, and it also does speak volumes for the state of women right now. And it's interesting because some of my friends are really upset with me that I'm doing it, and some of them are really supportive. And it's just really interesting. So if you're into kinky stuff, check me out. And the thing with the Is My Girl is that it's a $10 a month membership, and then you get exclusive content. And I just want to say, like, this is just my way of an energy exchange. Even if you're not into it, to see the pictures, it would be cool if people would just kind of sign up to support me. You don't have to look, but it's the way that you can contribute. I tried to do a bunch of fundraisers and stuff, and it just didn't feel right to ask for money without anything in return. So I'm working with what I got, and I hope that y'all will be supportive. Again, check me out on Is My Girl, Gypsy Rose, and then on Instagram as Gypsy Lynn Rose. And now let's get on to the camper. So I yesterday took the border down and I scrubbed the walls, and next I am going to wipe the walls down with more denatured alcohol because there's still just a few little spots. I'm going to sand it down, and then I'm going to paint it with an oil-based paint. And and I will show you. Okay, so I took out the microwave because microwaves are lethal and I don't use them. So I put my what the fuck is it called? Toaster oven under, and if I have to take it down whenever I'm using it, that's fine, but I don't think there will be a problem. And then over here is where the couch was coming like straight out. And I took that down, and now that space is going to be filled in with shelves and cabinetry. And then over here is where the bed was, with a half wall. Had a half wall coming out here. And then the bed was turned the other way and coming out this way. So you couldn't even get around it. It was a hot mess. So I took all that stuff out. And then I put my full bed up there, horizontal, and there was a lip where it wasn't supported by something under it. So I shoved my twin bed under there and created kind of a couch bed thing. Yeah? Yeah? You like it? It's pretty smart, huh? Right? It was a happy accident. Yeah, so I think I'm going to be taking down this, man, Vanna White, like, how'd she do it? So I'm going to be taking down, I think, this cabinet, and then making just I don't know. I'm still working on that. But, yeah, and then so I had the dinette set was here, and I took the dinette set out. There was one of the bench dinette seatings over against the wall. I took that out. I put in my cat stuff in my desk. And yeah, so next I want to paint, and I'm going to
Pussy's in my house.
Huh?
Your pussy's in my house.
How did it get away from me?
I can't get her. She went in the bathroom.
Oh, Princess likes to sneak into the house. So that's what he was saying. So I'm going to show you the property. And right now, right outside my door is like it's a little messy because it's the work area. My camper is going to be moved on the other side of the property when we're finished working on it. But right now it's easier to just have it near the shop. So keep that in mind when I'm walking you around. Also, it's a permaculture property, so there's a lot of other different projects going on, but I'm very excited to show you guys the food and everything. So let's go. I'm gonna try to, can I flip this around? I thought we could like flip around the camera or something. I guess you can't, so I'm gonna show you like this. All right. It's bright outside. So, here's my little camper area that I have all set up. I have, let's see, what can you see? I can't see what you can see. Oh yes, okay. So there's my plants. I have lots of plants. Can you see? Am I showing you the right stuff? So, yeah, we're in the work camp area right now, so. Oh, and then I was telling you guys that they were building a cantina. This will be for the outside kitchen for when people come by to hip camp. And Brandon, who lives in that camper, he is an amazing chef. He is such a good chef. I am so grateful to be here eating his food. I feel so blessed. And so him and Jeff are building the cantina. And, oh, here's the shop. So Jeff forges knives and Deo forge knives. So they have their own shop out here. And if y'all are interested, you can come and learn how to make a knife. He does bushcrafting and all of that stuff. So it doesn't matter what kind of a knife you need. He can do it. And let's see. Okay. I'm walking through an area here where there are boards because they are building. And this is Brandon.
Bonjour.
He is our chef and construction manager and farmer.
Do it all.
Yeah. He's our honeydew man. And so now we have the garden. There she is. There she is.
Mascot.
Right? So this stuff is going to be coming down because that's where the animals used to be, but he doesn't have animals anymore. And then there's banana trees and radishes and onions, and we have squash over there, and we have some collard greens and corn. And then I'm not sure some of this stuff. I'm not sure what it is. We have other plants that we have in pots. Just trying to grow everything we can. We have loquat. And we have tons of tomatoes. And did you know that if you plant marigolds in between your tomatoes, that it will prevent my hair's all crazy. It'll prevent hookworms. And the cilantro has bolted. So, did you know that it got flowers? Did you know that? I did not know that. I did not. I think that's so pretty. So, here's more. This is more stuff that we're sorting out and getting ready to burn and using to build if we can. And then here is, we have tons of stuff to pot plants with. So if you want to come and learn some stuff about planting, hit me up. Let's see. Then there's all of this. It's so bright out, I can't even see. This is all of his property. It backs up against the Ocala National Forest. And it's just quiet and serene. In a minute, I'm going to put my bathing suit on and I'm going to lay in the sun. And we have blueberries. And look, this is my blueberry tree. This is my tree. And the birds always come and pick off my blueberries before I even get a chance to eat them. But it's okay because we have like 15 other blueberry trees, so they can eat mine. Yeah, and then on the other side of the property, we have fruit trees and mulberry trees. I'm growing, I gotta watch where I'm walking. I'm growing some herbs and sacred plants. We've got Debbie Pagan, who is a wonderful herbalist and witchy friend in Orlando. She's a permaculturist and just an all-around wonderful earth mother. She is so good with baby plants. So she came and planted all the tomato plants and the cilantro and all of that. And then the boys and Brandon and everybody has planted more. But she came and planted the what the hell is that called? milkweed. The milkweed. So, we have milkweed going, 4 o'clock, so we've got peppers going. Of course, we have ants. And I have my herb garden going here. We've got spiderwort growing. We've got all the basic herbs and catnip. I've been growing catnip and passion flower because it helps with my anxiety. Plus I have cats and they like it. And then look, we have, oh! Do you know what those are? Those are sunflowers. I'm so excited. So we have a bunch of stuff growing in here. And then that's a mulberry tree, that big thing. And then if we go back this way, there's more trees. I have, we have wisteria back there. We've got an olive bush. We've got a peach tree, more mulberry. We've got an orange tree. Planting potatoes. I mean, all kinds of stuff. And then, Jeff had his friend, Josh, come out and cut down the trees, which now we are going to be using to make a hugel mound. And a hugel mound is a permaculture concept, and you pile a bunch of organic material on top of it, a bunch of leaves and trees and brush and all of that, and then you cover it with hay, and as it breaks down, all the nutrients, you know, go back into the soil and whatnot. You can also do a hugel trench too. All of this stuff I'm learning. I'm so excited. So anyway, that's what's going on here, and I'm really excited that you took the time to watch my videos. Let me know if there's anything specific that you want me to make a video about. I'll do anything. I'll talk to you about whatever you want. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to send in your submissions for the interviews, and the camera. If anyone could help me find a camera, I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to be making a lot more videos. I'm just going to start making videos all the time. So, I know I keep saying that, but I really mean it. And, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.